Hello, hello. We're live again. We're continuing with, I guess, what's going to become episode 11. And what we did last time is put in all of these tall towers. We got in all the big beats. The big beats being the huge towers and a little bit of the extra assets. We got in a hospital. We got in something that we're going to move later, the high school. But what I want to do today is actually continue to detail it up a little bit. So let's get in here and start doing some work. So I think the first place I'm going to start is with this block right here, the tram stop essentially. And what I've noticed is that some time ago I picked up a mod that allows you to put in these cool tram stops. I forget honestly which one, and it's so long ago that we've lost the icon. But there's this tram double stop with roof, and this will snap to any kind of road, I believe. And you're gonna need, well, I'm gonna need Anarchy to get some of this in, because I built the whole city with Anarchy and it doesn't like being off Anarchy anymore. So first thing I'm gonna do is pause and delete these stops, because these tram stops actually have a built-in two stops actually with them. So we're gonna pop them kind of close together, but I want this one at the end going in the left direction and this one on the other side. Now I'd want to put in more, except that they don't play nicely when they're across from each other. So unfortunately we're just gonna have to leave it be as is. I wonder though if we can use the single ones. There's the tram double side. What about the tram stop with roof? Yeah, no, that seems like it's gonna break something also. So we're just gonna leave that as is. And these are pretty cool because they have built-in seats and advertising and little signs, even an ATM and a ticket machine. So I think that's gonna be, a good little addition to this platform here. But we got to get our lines back because we've broken that. So let's take our tram line tool, grab this node and put it in the first stop. I want the trams to be picking people up the front so that they can actually queue all the way down here. And we don't have a line running in the opposite direction yet, which is fine. So we can actually run this now. Cool. And let's now start detailing this block. All right. As I said in the last stream, I want to not block the view to the train station too much. And I know this beautiful activity plaza is here. It's kind of blocking the view, but it's not terrible. What I don't want to do is put in a whole bunch of buildings in this segment here, which would really get in front of the train station. So kind of going to try to duplicate this terrace plaza. I can't just throw one in here because it'll be right over the tracks. But what we can do is take some of those surfaces, we can take some of the other assets, and we can build our own custom little park here. So let me get into it. We're going to use the advanced line tool, and we're going to go with fence mode. Actually, yeah. Okay, let's give it a shot. Actually, it's funny because I don't quite understand. One of these is a prop, and one of these seems to be a network. Okay, that makes sense now. So I'm going to use a network version. We're going to turn off snaps because I don't want it snapping anywhere. And we're just basically going to eyeball this. So if it's this distance from the road, we're going to try to maintain that. This is a little different distance. So let's see how close we can get to doing that. And by the way, let's see, what is the length of this park? I think a better way to do it would be from the corner to the corner. 56 meters. And on this side, that takes us all the way over to about here. That's a little more than I'd like. Although, well, why not? Why shouldn't we do it that way? All right, so 56 meters is to that second motorcycle there. We're gonna kind of try to match it. Here we go. So let's see how this is going to treat us. Do we like that amount of distance? Yeah, we can live with that. Let's make this work. And then I'm going to turn snapping on. I've got the hotkey T selected for snapping. If I click here and come down, for some reason it's trying to curve. Why? I'm not selected on a curve tool, but okay. Well, let's come at it from the other angle then. Let's try it this way. That'll be fine. And I love that we're getting the guidelines, and so we can have nice square. Something going weird there? That looks a little off to me, but I think we're gonna be able to live with that. Now, can we delete segments of this? Unfortunately, I don't know that we can. It's gonna just want to delete the whole thing, so that's okay. I'm gonna just build this a little bit backwards. Let's get in here and select the tiles surface. And I want number 2, I believe, to start. Now, the funny thing is I can't actually select that surface there. It seems to be, it's when I click the eyedropper, it's giving me the whole thing. If I try to select the surface only and turn off buildings, it gives me clip surface. I don't know what that is, but it will not allow me to select the surface that's under there. But I have figured out that tile number 2 surface is pretty close. So we're gonna see if we can match it up with this version. And I wanna leave just about the same width for this gray tile here. I wonder if I should do the gray tile first, actually. Would that make more sense? Probably, right? Okay, so we're gonna go tile 01. Thinking on the fly here. And it doesn't go quite right up to the hedge. Come to think of it, like, we don't have a ton of room here, do we? But I think that's all right. We're just playing here. If we keep the 90 degrees, I think we should do pretty well with that. Okay, so I've done that a little bit incorrectly because I want to make sure that we have a little bit of space in the middle. So let me try it this way. How does that look? I think we have a pretty believable square there. And then now we can fill in tile number 2 on the inside. And it might not like, oh no, I can click it, it's fine. Great, now we have what's, we turn this off, looking like a similar kind of motif, although I might want the gray tile to be a little bit darker. Why is this one so light? Can I select this and see what it actually is? If I can get off, tile surface 3, okay. So that's probably why it doesn't look the same. Screwed that up. All good. Let's just do a quick check. Is that the one we want? Yeah, looks the same. We'll put that in then. And I might just start from this end and go on the inside. That's gonna not be exactly what we want, so Leave a little bit of space here. It's too bad this is not a network, because it would make my life a lot easier for matching up the nodes, but we'll get it like so. All right. We basically have what I'm looking for. I'm a little bit tight to that bottom hedge compared to the top. I wonder if I can move a surface. Can I use move it to choose a surface? Well, let's find out. That would be neat. We'll use our marquee tool. It's gonna want to snap. I don't want networks. Net lanes, is that what I'm... Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hey, look at that. Now we can kind of almost perfectly center it. In fact, it's not quite square, is it? So I'm gonna turn it a bit. Wow, what a powerful tool. Move it certainly has changed the way I played this game. All right, so now we have that little area here. I'm kind of thinking I want to widen up the inside part, the outside part rather, the walkways. So let's do it. If I select surfaces, I should be able to just move this inward a bit. And I thought it would move the gray one too. I don't know if that's possible. Oh, now it is on this side. And I think I need to turn my snaps off. And I'm trying to match to 90 again. Something weird happened there. But if we drag that, it should be fine. It's not exactly where I want it to be. So it is saying it's 90. It certainly doesn't look right to me. That's closer. Okay. Closer to what we want. Not perfect, but it's pretty good. Now I'm gonna do something a little bit silly and delete that hedge. But the reason being is that we want to actually make it look like we have some pathways in here. And I think this doesn't look quite right to me. I think what's happening is this side is not as wide as the other one. And we'll put snaps back on. I'm hoping for, oh, I see. It's not going to give me 90 because this is all weird. Those notes got turned upside down. Will that break things? Yeah, totally. Okay, slightly better. Now that's way too thick. We don't want it that thick. Okay, pretty close to perfect. We're gonna use move it again to select this and just move it. Oh, wait a minute. Why is it moving only one? What the heck, man? Why is it only letting me move that one part? Is there another way I can select this surface? Doesn't seem to want to let me select the other surface. Okay. Which it just did momentarily ago. Now we got it. Okay. Strange things. Okay, eyeballing it, it's pretty close. We're gonna leave it there, move it, we don't need anymore. But what we do want is connections with this little roadway. So we'll go back into our area tool. Try to get a 90 on the left side there. Yep. And connect do something similar here. pretty good. And then of course we want to be able to connect to our tram platform. So let's punch a hole through this side as well. Of course, this park will be mainly aesthetic, but I want to try to get it slightly functional. And maybe you've guessed that what we can do about that is get in some invisible pedestrian pathways. So that's exactly what we'll do. All right, now we can come to snap. Oh, it won't actually snap here. That's interesting. No problem. So trying to meet. Oh, interesting. Now it's snapping when we don't want it to. And actually, I don't think we want to come up all that way, do we? I'm going to start in here. Basically the same distance from that road as over here, approximately. Same thing on this top side, a little too close. Actually, if I had put on my snaps there, I probably would have got a better, yeah. The only thing is I don't want it to snap to existing geometry, nearby geometry in this case, which it's still doing, which is odd. What else is attached here? Guidelines, yes. Maybe it's a zone grid? Yeah, probably that's it. Ah, perfect. All right, so now we have a better guideline. And will it let me come over to there? No, it has to be a little bit longer, it looks like. Interesting, interesting. And if I turn my snaps off, yeah, it'll let me do that. Snap it to 90. Snap on, snap off. 90. Great. Great, great. We can do the same on this side. With our snaps on, of course. Not all of them, though. Just basically guidelines, I would say, and maybe 90 degrees. Beautiful. And this one, I think we turn 90 on. That should do it. To me, that doesn't look like it actually matches up. I suppose it's close enough. But you're lying to me about that 90. Great. Okay. Coming together. One thing I want to do is just move this shadow. Let's get in my way. Ah, that worked. Okay. Okay, so now we have a little bit of a new plaza here that kind of matches the detail on this side. But let's get in some props because that would be really cool. So what did they use on the other side? We've used our hedges. We've used our tiled surfaces. Oh, there was a fountain on that side, so I wonder if I can just picker it. Yes, close. Small fountain 01. Let's pop that right in the center here. Oh, we don't want to, line in them. That's great. And then the next thing we want is, let's do some garden beds. We gotta put all these on. Let's see, garden bed 01, wide high, perhaps. Do we like these? Can I get right in the corner here? Do I want to put it off center? No, that's fine. I don't really want to put another in the middle there. That's fine. We're going to leave that. We can do, however, different style. Yeah, let's try this corner. Bed 01 high. Okay. And let's kind of use this to frame the fountain. Andrew Oliver says, can you make a street named after my username? Maybe. Sell me. Sell me on that idea. There we go. Okay. That's looking pretty cool. Now let's get some trees on top of those garden beds. And I think we want to use something smaller. I want to do the poplar is usually a good size, and I think we want to just a kind of a smaller tree. For now, this will probably grow. If we get in here, I can see something. That'd be nice. This damn tooltip is in my way. I wish there was a way to turn that off temporarily, like a toggle key or something like that, a toggle button. All right, this is coming together, I would say. What else do we need in such a space? We need to search for a few things. Let's put some tables in here. Table set, commercial, 02. Actually, let's go 05. And we need to be on all props here. I think this, we might need, yeah, we're not in trees, we need props here. Okay, so that comes with 2 chairs. Oh, this one has more. Wonder what we've got on the other side here. Let's do an eyedropper so we can get in. I can't get in there. No, it's not gonna let me. Okay, let's take a quick peek. It's a metal table, and then I think there are all these benches, which I also can't select. Wooden benches. So let's try metal table, wooden benches. I think it might be this one. Yeah. It's too bad we don't have the grid option for these props. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Just like you can build a grid with the roads, you could build a grid of tables. I think I'd like that very much. Now, I don't know, can we recolor these? Because it doesn't appear so. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I can. Okay. So we've got the grayish ones set. And if I just paint all the rest, yeah, there we go. Totally unnecessary, but it kind of is making the city a little bit more beautiful. Let's just choose here props so I don't mess anything up. And I gotta get off of the, well, let's see if I just, yeah, okay, there we go. So this one's a little off center. This is my OCD coming out. I need these to be set up properly. All right, that's pretty good. What else can we do? Let's see if we can put in some umbrellas, because it would be super hot here. Parasols. This one looks kind of cool. Oh, all right, yeah, that's cool. I think we're just gonna put in one in the middle. I don't want that there to be too many. It's totally unnecessary. Oh, that blue. Jeez. Okay. Wonder if I can. Yeah, maybe. What color is the other parasol? Oh, they don't have any on that side, do they? That's cool. All right. Well, let's keep it consistent. And let's just make it blue. There we go. Now, park benches. Bench. Garden bench. Hey, it looks perfect. I think that looks like the other one. Actually, I think it was a darker color. So let's get that in here. And I think we're going to just do a quick line tool. We're going to need... Will that work? Yeah. Oh, but they're going to be all different colors. That's all right. Let's go advanced line mode. And I always forget it's definitely not that. We don't want fence mode. We don't want wall to wall. I think we want to just take that off. And this spacing, we'll probably need to bring it down. Fixed length. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then if we just rotate this 90 degrees, that should do it. Is that going the right way? It'll be 3 benches. Do we like 3 benches only? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, and we'll try to center that on the fountain. You have to come at it this way in order to get them to face the right way. Again, trying to center that bench. Can't really see it, but I think I succeeded. All right, again, we want colored, all the same color, because we're particular like that. I think we might even be able to get in a couple more. No, actually, you know what? We're just going to leave that. Let's get some grass going here, though. We need to go into surfaces, grass. We don't need anything super manicured. This isn't a golf course. But let's... Oh, yeah, it's going to snap there. That's fine. It doesn't want to snap. All good. Ooh, that definitely adds something, doesn't it? Adds a little manicured look. Oh, jeez. What did I just do? Okay, please give me my grass. Please. To start somewhere else, I guess. That did it. Looking good. I've broken something though. What happened? That's better. Okay. The grass is there again. Okay. We like. What else can we put in here? Trash bins for sure. And I know from checking before that it's numbered 4, so we can plop them. Oh, definitely don't want too many. Good. It's these little details that matter, isn't it? Trash bins. Oh, of course we need lights, so let's get some light poles in. Which one though? Good thing I have a cheat sheet over here. Alright, now this is going to be line tool mode. I think we want them, yeah, every 15 meters. That's 15 meters. That's way too high. I think maybe every 5 meters. And we don't care about the rotation. We good? Are we cool? Let's try this. That might be a little too many. Alas, I think we can make it work if we just don't block the walking ways. We'll do the same on both sides here. And this will indeed be functional at night. You'll see the lights, which is a pretty cool feature of the game. And I think we might want to actually, as long as we're not blocking a bench there. Oh, we have way more space on the bottom here, don't we? That's okay. Live with that. We'll just take some of these guys out to not block. All right, do we want to see how it looks at night? Yes, we do. Okay, main lights turn on. Turn on. There we go. Hey! It's coming together. That might be overkill with the lampposts, but all good. All good. Now, I wonder if I want to save myself some time, and I do. I probably do. Okay, I'm thinking. All right. Anything else we want to add to this space? Yeah, definitely. Let's get in some trees. I think a nice chestnut will do us just fine. Just under 2. Yeah, there we go. Not too symmetrical. One more for good measure. Now let's make it functional. We actually want people to use this space, so we're going to go in and do our invisible pedestrian path. And I've learned that you do not want to snap really to anything. You don't want to go too far close to the road. I wonder if we want existing geometry on though. So it tells us. Yes, for some reason it doesn't seem to be connecting it. Okay, anyway. All I'm saying is don't go too far into the next road because it seems to break things. But if we just put the paths close to the edge, it will connect. And then we can just run those paths right through the surfaces that actually looks like a walking path, but it isn't really. I think this is exactly how they do it in the game anyway. So let's put one more. Getting a little complex here. But it's going to look pretty cool for people to walk through here. Neat. All right, anywhere else we want to connect this to? No, I think we're more than solid on that. Oh man, I wish I had my copy paste tool. The Control-C mod has been broken for quite some time now. But I was thinking I could just copy this and put it on the south side of this station anyway. But unfortunately, I can't do that. We don't have the mod. It's broken. So I think I might just have to make a separate, different looking one. But before we do that, there is I don't know what this is. Is this a network? A hang-around area? I'm not really sure what this does, but it does seem to be incorporated into some of the assets that exist already. So we're just going to kind of make these areas. I don't know if they're going to function at all, but it seems to me it would be a good idea to just like let people chill in this area. So why not? Let's see what happens. And then there's another one. It's called walking area. Or is it walk around? Yeah, walking area. So I think we might just like, give people an area to walk. That's all they do in this game anyway. All right, hey, how do you think it looked? How do you think it turned out? Let me know in the comments. I'm quite pleased with my work. Now, let's do something a little different on the other side. And I think, yeah, we're gonna start the same way we did before with the low hedge network and just define the border. And I think because we've got the snaps on, that's pretty great. I'm going to turn them all off except for guidelines and right angles. But then we can come up here, kind of find the existing distance, 90 degrees, and come down. I wish I could match with that one, but it seems to be part of the asset and not something that I can manipulate. But I think we're going to have to do something different anyway because of the roundabout. So let's how do we do this? Yeah, or we'll just test. I think we're about that distance with the park itself. If I come here, I think we can 90 degree that, or diagonal that. Okay, so now we've got ourselves a basic layout of what we want to create here. So if I can choose, yeah, let's start with a tile surface. And we'll be careful to be sort of a uniform distance away from the inside of the garden path there. If I turn snaps on, no, it doesn't help at all. I will need it though, I will need it. Definitely just eyeballing this one. But I actually think that it's pretty close to what we're looking for. Now, of course, I need to adjust again. And ideally maintaining the similar width of the paths so it doesn't look completely nuts. And obviously not easy to just eyeball. And also we're going to have issues figuring out is that at 90 degrees or not. Let's see. I'm gonna say no. That's not 90 degrees. It says it is. I don't know. I'm not buying it. Yeah, I think the issue is just an optical illusion where it's thinner on one side, maybe. To my eyes, that seems a little better. Okay. And then we've got where's the best place to make a note here? Yeah, so this just needs to be fixed a touch. It's obviously not straight, but if I move this over, that may be the simplest solution. An extra little node there. Okay, that looks as good as it's gonna get, I think. And we can grab our other tile surface and fill in the inside here. Hopefully it likes that. And I noticed our edges have changed color, so we're gonna change the season. I just prefer having summer, perpetual summer, that's my vibe. So we'll go into weather and climate and change it back to, oh, summer boreal. What is that? Must be something new in the latest patch. Okay, well, I don't know what summer boreal means, but we'll have to just roll with it. Good. I wish I had my Control C mod. That would make my life so much easier, but I will just quickly get this done. Trying my best to match up the lines here, and so temporarily extending out these segments, and that should help me be a little bit more straight. Actually, now I can just make that a square. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, it still looks bonkers to me. It does not look like it's a 180 to my eyes. Is it? I can't, no way. There's no way that's 90 degrees. Good. That's pretty close. It's not perfect. That's not what we're going for. Getting closer and closer every day. And what I think we're going to do is, yeah, I want to kind of connect to the crosswalk. So let's do something like this. We can actually delete all of this now, so we're just going to rebuild it. Does that break the symmetry a little bit? It kind of does. I don't love that as much as the original idea of just keeping it square. Yeah, I think I'm going to like that a lot more. So let's get our hedges in. I don't love that that's off kilter. I think we're just gonna allow it to go a little bit onto the pavement. Because I have an obsession with symmetry, that's why. Alright, coming together. And I wonder, can I move this little... What is that? It's not a prop, is it? I don't want the net... I don't want the net lanes to my segments. Now apparently I can't select this thing. Can I go in and take this, take a new one? Tram double stop with roof. Can I move it over? It won't let me. It hates me. Okay, I'm just gonna replace it. Get my $100 back. And we'll come in with that again and try to center it now on this whole park segment. I think that's pretty close, if not perfect. Yeah, man, look at this. Okay, and then we'll just do something similar. But I think we might play, what do we have over here? We have this little terraced off place and then these little potted plants. We've got more of these square boxes, homeless people, gazebos. Ooh, I like the idea of the gazebos. Maybe that's not a gazebo. And I wouldn't even know how to choose. What is that? What would that be called? Like a roof? No. I'm not even sure what that is, so I don't even know how to find it. Why don't we just take a quick stroll through the props? And then what would that be? Not under fences? Park props, yeah. Oh, is that a park prop, really? A German building? News to me. There are so many assets in this thing. Pergola. Is that called a pergola? Oh my gosh, I actually remembered something. My brain worked. Now which one is it though? Modular? It kind of looked like the modular one. Let's see if that... How do we like that? It's like a two-piecer. I wonder if I could just match it. Is that kind of in the middle? If I'm dead center on top of this, I should be able to do that. And then we can flip around. Ever so carefully try to match that. And I think we're just gonna leave that. Wait a minute, don't select that. Just the props, please. I'm not sure how to deselect that now. Just gotta select something else. There you go, give it to me. Ah, the joys of being a perfectionist. Good. And I think we'll keep it this color. We'll paint them all. If I can. Ooh, I have to select the actual wood in order to get in there. And then let's put some table sets in there. Table set commercial. Yeah, let's do the smaller ones then, yeah? Ooh, we want to make sure we're not snapping to the top of objects. We want to be inside there, not on the roof of the pergola. Thank you very much. That's cool. I can enjoy that. And then let's get our chestnut trees in here. Actually, let's start with some benches. Garden bench, if I recall. Actually, let's mix it up. Why not do it differently? Yeah, we can do whatever we want. And those were, I think, 15 meters apart. So we'll maintain. Yep. Yep, good. Do I want another fountain? Yeah, I like fountains. Let's see if we can find a different one, though. Is it large too large? Yes, it's massive. We don't want large at all. We want small. This is very much similar to the other ones, so we'll change it up and do this guy here. Sure. How about just one? What just happened? There we go. All right, and what about on this other side here? I think we're gonna build a little bit of an area again with garden beds. We need to get out of this area, obviously. Oh darn, I left a space. Curse these shaky hands. I think I can use a shadow actually to tell if it's matched or not. Clever. Very clever. And we'll go even one more. Let's get some table sets in there. Oh, those are huge, eh? Don't want that. A couple of these. The commercial ones seem to be a different size, don't they? Or am I imagining that? Yeah, they're still pretty big. Well, we can get 2 of these in here. And we'll match the color as well. Oh, I can't. Now I can't get it. Oh, what am I doing? Didn't want to do that. Wanted to get the recolor mod going and just paint them the same color. That is not the same color. Oh, it is. It's just the sunshine. Okay, and then... I got an idea. Yes. Garden bed to the rescue. And I think the wide high is fine. Try to plop these right in the middle of this, and then we'll get a couple poplars in. Here we go. See if I can actually see what I'm doing with the tooltip being in the way there. I really can't. Oh, see, now we want it to snap upright because we want it to be, or not upright, but to the top of an object. So we'll try that again. Snap to the surface of an object. That'll actually look like it's coming out of the garden bed, which is exactly, whoa, missed, I missed. That's what we want. Can I even see this? Can I even see? It won't let me see anything. Any way to get that tooltip out? No. Just have to do my best here. Oh yeah, that's much better. Not perfect, but better. Chestnuts will go in here. Hey, why not one outside? Very nice, very nice. Maybe we've done too much, but that's all right. Let's get some grass in there. Get rid of our trash bins. This little detailing is important. Obviously lamp posts. Lamp poles? This is why the find it, is it called the find it mod? No, the dropper tool is so important. I can just pick what I know I want, and we'll get back to, I think, 5 meters we're using for this. Beautiful, beautiful. And maybe we go, yeah. all the way here, or maybe on the path so we can go all the way down. Just fantastic, just fantastic. What do we do on the other side? We had them on the inner and the outer. Okay. Yeah, we can do that then. For consistency's sake. Yes, that'll look fantastic at night. And now we can do our grass, which is under the Surfaces tab. Doesn't want to let me get that node, which is odd. If I turn the snaps up, I can get it. Okay. How do we like it? How do we like it? I think we've done something pretty cool. Does it look anything like this side? I'm gonna say not really. Is that a problem? No. Don't care. Don't care at all. I might adjust that off camera, but honestly, like, I just don't think it's worth spending any more time on it. So we're gonna call that done. Done, done, done. Okay. Now, continuing to finish off this block, I want to move the sun again. Apparently I like playing God. I guess that's probably as good as we're gonna get. All right, now in here, I know I said we're gonna use German assets, but I actually want to use the urban promenades. I think that's and we're not going to zone it. We're basically going to plop every single building in this downtown. So let's get to it. Let's find our, aha, here we go. Buildings. Mixed. And then I should be able to filter by urban promenades. And I only want level 5 buildings because we're downtown, baby. We want the top of the top. And then I think probably that's probably 4 tiles wide if I recall. So we want a 2x2, and will this fit in here nicely? I'm gonna have to move it. Move it? Is that proper English? Close enough. And do I have more than one 2x2? What's telling me there's no road access? That's weird. 2x2, we're only gonna get either a right or a left corner. Okay, and then this normal piece. Okay, that's fine. So let's plop that, and then that. Oh, it won't snap to that tram road. That's interesting. I guess. Very interesting. Okay. Somehow we're gonna get that in. Yeah. Alright, now let's move it. Actually, I think I don't want to move it. I'm going to leave it as is. So now we've got sort of faces on both sides. And I also want corners there, but I'm not sure. If I'm not able to snap to this tram road here, I might not be able to do that. But let's give her a shot. And let's see if we can shift to a 3x3. Ooh, there is a 4x4, but that's going to be too big. So we'll need to see about the 3s. Yeah, that probably works. I think that's gonna, yeah, I think that's gonna do us well. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay. And we want to bring this a little bit over toward the park. Yeah. We're downtown, baby. We're maximizing space. Awesome. Love it. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now let's get in a few more. Something wrong with the road? Why? Move this. Still hates that. Why? Because there's something on this side, isn't there? And this isn't truly a road. Huh, interestingly enough. Alright, well, how do I get zoning on this custom road I made? I've got a shoulder, but why can I not get zoning? Oh, wait. There's something allows zoning in here. Isn't there? Is that it? Uh-oh. Trying to save a prefab that has no configuration. I've broken something. Alright, I better save the game. And I might have to undo what I just did with that road builder. Road builder is such a tricky beast. You don't want to break things by clicking the wrong button. I'm wondering, is it sometimes when... No, it's not auto-saving automatically. If we don't get that error message again, I think I'm fine. But I still wonder, given that there's no zoning on that road, that's not a true road, is it? And I don't know how to get zoning on it. So I'm not sure I can actually do this. That's fine. I have another option, which is to be a little bit cheap. Well, what else do we have? Oh, I might have just selected the wrong one. Okay, now it's not asking for... Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. Oh, interesting. So as soon as I put the other one on top, it broke. Huh. Very neat. Did not know they would do that. Can I just move them a touch? No, it still doesn't like that. Oh. That did it. Okay, we just had to get a little closer. And now I think, oh, hello. It's a bit tight to the tram road, but that's okay. We're downtown. Premium space, right? Let's get in some more urban promenades. And if I can go 3 deep, even, yeah, 3 deep is probably the biggest depth. So we'll put this up to 3 and see what we get. We have a right and a corner, only corners, okay. So then, not happening. It's gonna leave a lot of blank space in the middle there, but I'm not really sure what else we can do about that. I'm gonna just place this. Oh my gosh. That looks fantastic to me. I'm loving that. Okay, and then we can kind of duplicate what we've done here on the other side. Let's steal this 3x3 corner. Is that the right corner? No. Oh, if I put it on this road, it is. Great. And I kind of want to move. Well, do I want to move that? It might be fine. Let's get in. I'm curious to see how this works out. Let's see if it does. How does that look together? It's not actually terrible, but the colors are off, obviously. So we're gonna find, I think this is kind of the color we want. It's a little bit more white, which is gonna be the color of our downtown. Maybe there's a bylaw in this city that says you have to paint your buildings only certain colors. Although that's not changing anything, is it? It's not making this white anyway. Can we get this one? Yeah, let's get rid of that green there. Okay, let's try to get this building the way we want it. So right now it's a little dark. This is probably the offender. Ooh, they changed this. That's nice. It's not letting me do anything. Why? Why can't I change it? Does it appear that the recolor mod has now been broken? Yeah, I can't actually select this one. That's really annoying. Can I change this one? No, I can't. Oh, bummer. Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay. What if we find something, a different color? Do we have any white buildings? I think actually we recolored, before the update dropped, we recolored this one. Let's see if we can steal this. Oh man, everything has changed. Oh, isn't this interesting? Oh, so they've added a color customization into the base game, and then I have my recolor tool with the paint. Okay, so okay, that's so confusing. That's so confusing. Let's try the recolor. Okay, now this one actually works. Sorry guys, looks like we're sticking with the mod instead of what you just gave us. Okay, I like that color. Do we think we can just paint everything that color? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. How about this building here? I think we're gonna keep the blue. I kinda like it. That's pretty neat, man. Okay, so it's a little sparse and bare in the inside. But unfortunately, I don't think the Urban Promenades has a bigger one. I don't think we can make that work. Too much space being unused. We do have to go to a corner though. Different corner rather. Oh, that works out perfectly. All right, and then we'll come here and we'll use these guys. To use move it on that. Zoning got completely busted up. Yeah, it's funny there's no zoning on that tram road. I'm surprised. Why wouldn't it let me zone? We need to fill this in a bit better now. Do we really not have any 3 deep urban promenades? Just the corners. It's not going to work for us. Do we have any 4s that will fit here? What is that? That's a garden at the back there. I might be able to just delete that. I'm going to try it. Let's see how it goes. Any others? Corner, right, mixed. Oh, that's not going to work. This one might though. This one might. Let's see. There's just too many props. Can we? We're basically, the platform's basically in these people's backyard. I'm not sure about the building code. That's pretty tight, but is it realistic? I don't know. Let's not worry about realism. Let's just play the game. Yes, fine. I might just steal this one again though, and remove this guy. Now the challenge I've noticed is that sometimes those props like to come back. I think this is realistic, but I'm okay with how close it is. It's an urban area, man. But I would like to put some grass in there. Wouldn't I? Give them some grass, some like manicure grass. Good, better, best. Okay. Yeah, these neighbors are gonna hate having the tram stop right in their backyard, but that's too bad. That is the way it is. Okay, let's recolor these. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so now we have our first custom built block, and we are painstakingly, block by block, building out this city. Man, I did not get as far as I thought I would today, but I think we might do one more. We might do one more block, yeah. Okay, so that's the urban promenade stuff. I think we're going to keep going with that, and we'll kind of finish up this activity plaza block here. Yeah. How do we want to do that? All right. So I have an idea. So how many tiles in here? About 3. We could maybe get a 4 in there. So let's steal this guy again. We're using, oh, is that only a 3? We want a 4. In the corner 4? Yeah, we should. How's that look in there? That's gonna look quite fine. I wish it wasn't quite so starkly white, but that's gonna do just fine. And then I want to mix it up. I don't want to use the same number 4 on the same corner. It's gonna look, well, it might look okay, but that's not what I want. Down to 3. Yeah, we'll get a corner with the 3 here, and that could look pretty neat. Not too tight. There's plenty of room. Yeah. And then to fill that in, you can simply use a number 2. The 2 by 2 should be fine. Kind of centered in the middle. Oops. M. T. T is the key to press. Great. Okay. Are we like really tight enough in there? Do we need to make it tighter? Do we want it to clip into the activity plaza? Let's see how that looks. Don't love that piece. Let's try a corner piece and see if that makes more sense. Do we want to clip it right in? No, I don't think so. I don't know. It just doesn't quite seem to fit to me. It doesn't seem like those buildings should mesh, although maybe this is what happens in urban areas. I guess we can live with it, and if we can get one more on the other side. Yeah, all right. It looks maybe like it's gonna work. Yes, that's what I wanted. Look at this block. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. It's looking really good. Okay. What do we want to do next? We want to get some German stuff in here, but oh, that's an ambitious project for this time of night. All right, I think I'm going to leave it here. We're going to pause. I'm going to get a good night's sleep, and we're going to attack this the next time I have a free moment. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you joining me on this little mini build here, and I will be back with more time to actually flesh out more of the rest of these blocks, and we're just going to go one by one, and eventually the whole city is going to be packed up full of medium density as well as high density. And in cases like this building, we're leaving some space around it because it's got a kind of nice looking bottom. But in cases of this building, we're going to put all kinds of medium density around it, so it looks like this block is just a wall to wall with a giant tower popping out of the center. So yeah, and this is not scripted. This is just whatever's coming to mind as I build. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I think we did some really cool detailing with this new park over here. I'm quite happy. The train station is very happy as well. And things are coming slowly but surely. All right, thanks again for watching. As always, I appreciate a like, a follow, and hopefully once I combine all these live streams into a full video, you'll be able to check that out as well. All right, thanks and have a great night.